I had a student about 5 years ago who was taking prerequisite courses who was from Ghana, and in conversation he had said that what we have at Weber State and what we were teaching in our program is something that they needed where he was from in Ghana. So he asked if I would come to his village and teach. It was quite a big request, but for some reason it seemed like an appropriate choice. And by May of 2006, we had collected enough items to send a 20-foot cargo container full of donated items. One of the hospitals that we visited, we had taken suitcases full of infant ventilator circuits, and we went to visit a hospital that has ventilators, one of the large government hospitals in the capital city. And when we got there, we wanted to see their newborn ICU, and they had had a cholera outbreak and had to close their ICU and couldn't use any of their mechanical ventilators because they didn't have circuits. And so we happened to show up with exactly what they needed. And that was one of the things that we thought, well, what are we going to do with all these circuits? Certainly that's not something that they're in dire need of. But the nurses were dancing in the hall because they were so excited they could finally use these ventilators because they have preterm infants that were dying because they needed mechanical ventilation support. We teach CPR. Neonatal resuscitation is a big thing that we do. The first time my boys went, they were 12 and 14. And I took them originally because I wanted them to see that there's more than just the Wasatch Front, and that even if we travel within the United States, I don't know that they really had a firm understanding that the world around them was so different than what they were used to. But the great thing that they've noticed is that the people in Ghana are happier than the people here. They know they don't have a lot. You know, annual income is maybe $500 to $800 a year for the majority of the population. And for my kids to know that they have gaming systems that cost more than that, more than what somebody would make in a year. But they see the happiness and the peace and the kindness that these folks have that just have a very simple existence. And I think that they enjoy spending time there because they feel that same peace. And they're able to leave behind all of the pettiness and things that we worry about here and really be able to enjoy themselves on a whole different level that they wouldn't experience if they hadn't been there. My first trip, I figured it would be my once-in-a-lifetime trip. I didn't realize it would turn into a for the rest of my lifetime passion. Thank you for such a prestigious award, receiving the International Hero Award from the American Red Cross. It's definitely an honor that I will carry with me. I'm not here to receive it because currently I'm in Ghana doing some research on pulmonary function testing, but I'm very happy that my boys are there to receive it in my behalf.